Yo. Get in here, get in here, get in here. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? 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 Where you 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 at? For those of you that don't know why I usually play music at the beginning of my live streams is because YouTube does a check of like the first 3 to 5 minutes to see what the temperature of the content is. If they don't find no like cuss words or no violations or whatever, usually you get to slide. You can get crazy later on in the joint, but you get to slide. So I usually play the music at the beginning. So if you here for the conversation, round one just went down. You know, I don't even think he knows. I don't think some of you know, like, you know, what we're about to talk about. So let's just stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there. We're gonna get to it. All right. What's good? These nuts, said Biden. JC, this man going live constantly now. Yeah, I am. I'm also testing something out. I'm gonna tell y'all later. People read shirts. Vancouver, MAGA, Lenny Lavison, I see you. Toronto, I see you. We ready for an honest convo? And I feel like I know what you're going to talk about. Bricks. Change your behavior. Make you behave. Cali. Shooters in the building. On everything, love. I show you love, Lord, and mercy. Take it high above. Guys, I see in the building. What up, Badman? What I said? Brethren. I love when you are dancing on me. I'm
What's the verdict? If you got a man, is he worth it? If you single, is you single?
You don't think they gotta deport the illegals? Brooklyn, we gonna talk about it. And I'm observing who was preaching they got chicken-like churches. You sing into the choir as a service. You got your own ones. That's why they get none. They don't think past the service. But Jesus Christ, can't like fitting in them jeans so nice. So nice. Wanna read your rights. Girl, it's nice to meet you. Hands on your hip like a beeper. Wanna treat you like a J. Cole feature. I'm just trying to eat you. Let me lay up in that feet the mama see the way you dance and make a nigga. Love when you want dancing on me. Doing that. Go shut it. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Alright. Round one. Thumbs up if you watch the debate. Mr. D&G. If you fucking with it like that, yeah, I'll do it. I'll make a video for that. What song is this, Badman? It's called Dancing on Me. It's from the ATM Project, me, Aaron Ross. I've been playing a lot of joints with me and Aaron Ross. He's dope. We got like 2 projects done together. So, yeah. Stay tuned. I promise. I'm really going to put this shit out. I promise. I promise. Trump is irritating. Let me tell you something about Trump. My Trump is not that good. I got to work on it, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Yeah, I don't know what he just said, you know, the last part of that. I don't even think he knows what he just said, but I want to tell the American people, Shit is hilarious. I've always felt like, you know, the voting system is flawed. This whole democracy sometimes it's like a charade. I used to really be against like voting because I always felt like it was like, yo, either vote for Satan or the devil. You know what I mean? And as I got older, that changed a little bit, and I started looking into policies. I started paying attention to like how the country would change, or at least what's the things that these guys are promising walking into office. And I came to realize, like, okay, yeah, some of these promises, yeah, they may not come true, but when the certain policies, when they were put into action, it would either benefit us or they would hurt us. Biden needs to step aside, let Gavin Newsom be the nominee, or get ready for 4 more years of Trump, or when every IDCO, I don't know the last, Cato, I don't know what that last part was, leave office. Biden is not going to step aside. I think that that's pretty obvious that he's not going to step aside. I think that I think on a human level, just not even talking policies or anything. I want to hear Switch It Up song. It's fire. Salute. Who that? Music and Health. Salute. I think that just on a human level, most Americans are not confident in Biden. Honest, just being honest, the nigga looks old. The nigga look like it looked like if this nigga sneezed, like it's a wrap. Like it's over. He just he looks like he's on his, like, I don't know if there's like some hand puppet shit going on. There's somebody behind him moving him. It just doesn't look good. Even when he talks, it sounds like he was whispering the whole time. People catch him at events and shit like that. And it just don't look good, bro. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know if like all the issues he be having with. Let me not get into his family shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Russia's wilding on Biden's son right now. I don't know if y'all know about that. Russia is wilding on Hunter Biden right now. They're wilding on him, like. According to Russians, that nigga is the devil. Like, it's crazy. But it's another story, right? I found it funny that Trump Biden called Trump a felon. Or just made any type of reference to like any kind of behavior, and I know it don't have nothing to do with him, but like, if you got a son that's running around saying that his superpower is finding crack, like, come on, bro, like come on, bro. And I don't know if y'all seen these pictures that they've been, bruh, that shit don't look good, but it's okay. It kind of hurts. I mean, me being a father and, all right, you're a man that runs your household, and if your household is looking like this, then how can I, you know what I mean? Like, trust you to run a country. That might not even play a role. I'm talking about a human level. We ain't getting the policies. We ain't getting to abortion. We ain't getting to immigrants. We ain't getting none of that yet. The nigga just looks like it's about to be over for him, right? Mark my words. Unfortunately, Trump gonna get reelected. Nigga got a felony on his jack and can still run. But if he gets reelected, bro, that felony won't mean shit. If he was in jail and he got elected, they would have to release him. Like, That's the power of the presidency. You feel me? If he was in jail and he got elected, they would have to release him. And of course, he's gonna appeal that. And to be honest, like the way that shit played out, in a way, you could say Trump did get railroaded in that situation, son. Like, and I mean, if you pay attention to the shit, yes, the nigga was surrounded by Democrats during election year. Like, he's not winning that case, and you know, a judge could do that because they know the appeals are there. You feel me? But in the meantime, if it puts a stain on this man's reputation, and it kind of puts them in a position where they can have power for 4 more years, it's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, and niggas is playing. It's a dirty game, and motherfuckers is playing for real, right? But Biden, like, I said this on Twitter, I'm like, yo, this nigga, I don't know, man. 50 Cent put up a post. I don't know if y'all saw 50's post. It was like a android with Biden's face, and they said they're getting him ready for the debate. That shit is crazy. A funny episode of grumpy old white men. Tech night. Facts. That shit, it did. It looked like that. It looked like comedy, son. It looked like comedy. Like, we really standing here like, these are our choices. These are really our choices. Like, there was no one else. There was just nobody else. There was just nobody else. Man, Biden was up there whispering, you know, yeah, everything he says is a lie. Everything, you know, there's nothing truthful coming out of his mouth. He's a convicted felon, and da 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 da. We're like, okay, all right, cool. Trump is on the other side, like, I don't even know what he just said. I don't think he knows what he just said. I ain't gonna lie, that part had me rolling. That part had me rolling when that nigga said, I don't even know what he just said. I don't even think he knows what he just said. Yo, Trump started coming at him like he tried to challenge me in golf. Like, he can't even whatever. Like, that shit was funny. I was rolling. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. Policy wise, they did a lot of ducking and dodging. These niggas was answering what they felt like answering. They was going in with the whole Russia thing and the case and who does more for blacks and all that shit. Like, all right, as far as the veteran shit, I have heard from veterans that during Trump's term that they were treated very well. That was confirmed. A lot of veterans did tell me that. And I have veterans in my family, so I did hear that. I'm voting for RFK Jr. Fuck it. He came up on me, yo. Yo, Kato, salute. But I wish that meant something. Like, if there was a way that we could actually put him in office, I'll be honest with you. I haven't sat across from Trump. I've never sat across from Biden, but I sat across from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I read people while I'm in that chair. I read them. I watch. I see who's hiding something. Who's, that's how I spot things, and then I start to kind of dig for it. And then a lot of times when I start digging, I find something. So that'll be the point in the show where somebody either starts crying or, they reveal some information that they've never said in an interview before. And I'm sitting there across from Robert F. Kennedy. I know Mecca, like, Mecca's not, he's not racist. He's not racist. But Mecca doesn't trust many, he doesn't trust them that much. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm reading how genuine he was being. You dig what I'm saying? I'm reading it. And I'm kind of like, taking a break and looking up the shit that he's saying, trying to see if, like, he's capping. Was he really a part of this? Did he really help clean up the water in New York and the pollution and what he was exposing about the most polluted areas? They put the minorities in those areas and all that. Like, he was very genuine. If there was a way that I could vote for him or we could vote for him and I would put him in office, just off the strength of that and a little bit more research, I would definitely do it. I would definitely do it. But, bruh, that's not what's happening here. Unfortunately, that's not what's happening. Like, you fuck around and if you don't make a choice between the most popular, you can fuck around and the motherfucker you really don't want in there is gonna get in there. You dig what I'm saying? What do you think of Biden continuing to support Ukraine, potentially starting World War III and Putin cause of NATO? I feel like, Lil Virgo, I'll be honest with you, that shit ain't none of our fucking business, bro. That shit ain't none of our and I get it. I know the alliance and all that shit. But, bro, my nigga, 200 billion? 200 billion? 200 billion? There's a lot of shit I do not understand, and I have yet to understand. And he said, he gave weapons and shit like that. But what the fuck? But why? Why we doing, like, the one thing that I could say, and I know some of y'all gonna kill me for this shit. The one thing that I can appreciate about Trump is not only that he has relationships with the countries that don't like us, to the point where we don't have to worry about a fucking war. You know what I mean? The other thing that I like is his policies is more like, yo, let's close the door and fix the fucking house. Let's close the doors and fix the house. I'm not trying to shit on anybody or any immigrants, anything like that, but bruh, I'm in New York City. I'm walking around. I'm seeing what, like, the business areas of Manhattan is supposed to be clean and beautiful. There's homeless people. There's people from insane asylums and mental hospitals just walk in the streets. Just walk in the streets, bro, with no place to go. They're bugging the fuck out live on the street. You could turn a corner and run into a fucking nutcase coming from a meeting in a corporate building, bro. Like, what's going on out here? And then you got these immigrants in luxury hotels, but these are Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we not fixing this and then we inviting more people in and we taking care of them? Like, that makes us feel fucked up. Knowing that I live in New York and the rent is always fucking going up. You know what I'm saying? It is motherfuckers that's the homeless people are increasing every fucking year. You can't turn a corner in the city and not see somebody sleeping on a sidewalk or a cardboard little neighborhood pack. You know what I'm saying? The church steps are all filled up with the homeless people. Like, I used to take food and I used to drop it off. And I lived on 31st Street, right across the street from Madison Square Garden. I used to take food and walk it right up the block, bro. This is supposed to be like a dope area to live in. And there would be just a whole block of homeless people. And I would just take food out there and give it to them every now and then because I felt like fucked up. And I'd be like, yo, why we ain't fixing this shit? And then when I found out, like, the buildings down there, like, they just started filling them with immigrants. I'm talking about these motherfuckers got wraparound balconies and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? So that's the one thing I could say I appreciate about Trump's approach to how to run this country. Because I don't understand. Help me understand why we are spending $200 billion outside of this country, and there's people in this country that's suffering. There's motherfuckers that can't buy groceries at the end of the week. Help me understand. help me to understand why the fuck is we doing this? Why are we paying everybody bills? What we getting back? Like, what's the deal? Are we all right? All right, I'm put 200 billion, but when this shit is over, if we win, we get all your resources, or we get a quarter of your resources so we can fix our shit. Like, I don't understand why. And that's I think that's most of Americans. Most of Americans are not, motherfuckers is talking about, oh, he's trying to rebuild the Soviet Union and that. What the fuck do we care if that's not a threat? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Russia is wilding, bro, but at the same time, like, all right, so we exhaust ourselves in Ukraine. We're spending it. We're sending these weapons and doing all this shit to try to weaken Russia's army or whatever, to slow them down. But then we gotta worry about fucking China over here, just waiting to see, like, let's see how this plays out. Like, yo, close the door, fix the house. And if this NATO thing is that strong, like, bro, we ain't the only superpowers in this shit. We ain't the only superpowers. I'm not hearing about no other countries putting in 200 billion. And they over there. Them niggas is at risk. That shit ain't gonna touch us for a little while. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers is there. They're right next door. Like, yo, you got it? Yo, I ain't bring my wallet. You got it? Like, come on, man. What the fuck is going on? I don't know about that watching his daughter in the shower shit. I don't know about that shit, bro. But, no offense, but some old white men be just creeps. Like, they just creepy. And these niggas been rich forever. Like, who knows what the fuck, the kind of skeletons they got in their closet. We can't be concerned with the what ifs and the shit that we don't know. We can't. We can't, because we gotta stay focused on the shit that we do know. And here's what we know. Biden is a fucking half a cough away from being in a coffin. And Trump, hate him or love him, I mean, there's an aura of white supremacy around this motherfucker. You're not really sure who he's really leaning towards. You just got to look at the policies, bro. Because if we're going on characters, both these niggas is like, what? We going on characters, both these niggas is like, what the fuck are we doing with these niggas? You know what I'm saying? This is wrong versus incorrect, basically. So we just got to focus on the policies. I'm still trying to figure out what are black jobs. Yeah, I didn't like that. There was that was a racial undertone. Yeah, that was kind of like the white supremacy thing, just kind of leaking out. They're taking black jobs. What are black jobs? What the fuck are black jobs? They're taking minority jobs. What are those? What are those? So this is what I'm saying. Like, you can vote for whoever the fuck you want to. But understand, one of those two motherfuckers is gonna win. So all we could do is just go look up policies. And you go to BBC News, they have articles on the shit and comparisons of their policies and what they stand for and all that. You go check that out. You can go to their websites and check their shit out. All you can do is really look at the policies, bro, because you're looking at these two motherfuckers like hell no and never. Like, what are you gonna do? Trump tell the truth for us, though. I mean, I feel like Trump is a little bit more brash. I'd rather a nigga be honest. Like, if you don't like me, just say you don't like me. If you funny, just I'd like to know. You know what I'm saying? As long as, As long as you fixing this country up and you ain't saying don't fix the black neighborhoods or don't fix it, then that's whatever. Again, it still comes down to the policies. It still comes down to the policies. We got to do our homework on what these motherfuckers is going to change, what they're going to implement, what they're going to keep going. We have to look towards that. That's how we figure out who the fuck to vote for. Because otherwise, both these, come on, bro. Like, yo, come on. Like, look, was you watching that shit? Was you watching that shit? And it's so blatant now. It's not even like when I was a kid, this shit was important. Everybody used to watch and all that. My moms and my aunts, they used to watch the debates and shit, and I'd be watching too. And it just seemed like niggas just don't care no more. Like, these niggas started arguing about golf, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This nigga's calling this nigga out about fucking Stormy Daniels. Like, I don't even think this nigga know. Like, for some of us, that gave that nigga points. He got points for that. What are you talking about? He got points for that shit. I don't give a fuck what this nigga's doing with his dick. Why you care? You know what I'm saying? Talk about some shit that matters to the people, bro, because bringing up Stormy Daniels is just like, hey, I think the Stormy Daniels, nigga, that ain't a bad look, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Waters, thanks. You always keep it real. Salute, salute, salute. We need better candidates. We're not gonna get, Lil Virgo, salute. We need better candidates next election. But if Trump saying, let's stop the violence in Gaza with the Palestinians, stop supporting Ukraine, then I mean, can we funnel that bread back over here? Can motherfuckers, bruh. And I've been noticing it. Like, the past 4 years, thumbs up in the chat if you notice, like, Trump is blunt, but he's bluntly saying, I don't fuck with you. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. Past 4 years, let me ask y'all something. Put 100 in the chat if you notice, like, grocery shopping, it's just costing so much fucking money now. Like, have y'all noticed that? Like, you go to the groceries, like, the money ain't stretching the way it used to, right? And then if you were look at all the hundreds. Look at all the hundreds. You see what I'm saying? And if you're a motherfucker to travel outside of the country, pick up a snack in America. And this is something Gig said on the show too, which is like some real shit. You pick up a snack in America, you turn that shit around, you look at the ingredients. There's so many fucking ingredients that you don't know what the fuck this shit is. You don't know what it is. You go to London, you go to Canada, you go to, like, every place around us, like, the food is straight up. You're gonna see like 5 ingredients, 4, 6, but you're gonna know what the fuck it is. This is like the only country you pick up some shit and it's like a 10-letter word in a fucking brownie or something. You're like, what the fuck is it? And then the food is like, it's fucking expensive. Like, that's coming from the imports. Like, why are we importing so much shit? Bro, you ever drive across country? You ever drive to, like, from New York to fucking Chicago, or from Atlanta to Texas, or from Texas to Cali, or from Phoenix to Vegas? There's so much land here that we could be utilizing to have our own produce, to have healthy produce. And we're importing all this shit from everybody else and just throwing cash out, bro. America's like a nigga in a strip club that just got some bread. Nigga just hit the lotto and he hit the strip club. That's what America is like right now. Just yeah, just tricking. Tricking on what? Shit not making sense, man. It's not making sense. I'll be honest, it shit ain't making sense. It's not making sense. So this won't be the last conversation on this shit, but I want everybody in the chat, because this is something that we usually don't do. This is something that we usually not versed in. We usually leave it up. Like we cannot, and I'll be hearing people saying this shit out in the streets. Like, yo, oh, I found out da-da-da. I was on TikTok. You was on TikTok? Yo, I heard such and such, such and such. Where you saw that? On TikTok. On Instagram. We can't be like that. If y'all gonna fuck with me, if you gonna be Hoffa gang, nah, son. We not doing the TikTok and the Instagram bite-sized information or some shit you saw on X. Like, no, my nigga. Let's go to the actual websites. Let's look up the policies. Let's understand what's going on in this country that we live in, son. Let's really figure this shit out and make a choice that is gonna help us. And then spread the information. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said no Hawk tour. Nah, Hawk tour. I mean, if you ain't nothing wrong with the Hawk tour in person, but watching that shit instead of figuring out what the fuck is about to. I froze. Am I frozen? My screen is frozen. Can y'all hear me? It's a black screen. I don't know. My shit froze. The chat is still going. I can still. Yo, it's the government. They trying to shut me down. They trying to shut me down. I'm telling niggas to think. These niggas said, nah, Hoff. Fuck that. Fuck that, Hoff. We trying to keep you niggas dumb, deaf, and blind. China said, get y'all niggas ready. Nah, son, they trying to shut me down. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let me move away from this window. I'm going to end this live. I love to everybody in the chat. Love to everybody in the chat. The real decision. Let's stop with this social media information shit. Let's make real decisions, all right? And we're going to have this discussion again in the future. Love to everybody. Have a blessed night. Yeah, son, they trying to get me. They trying to shut me down. They trying to keep us stupid, my nigga. Yo, SMD to whoever fucking froze my live. Give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Love to everybody. Later.